should be interesting.
Oh boy.
He's done.
That's bad.
Hanging through the fence.
Yeah. He said he just backed up a little too far. That's what he told me on the phone.
That's a lot too far.
That's a lot too far. I'll have to run inside and talk to the people at the hotel. We've been here before, but I don't think they went through the fence the last time.
I think they were quite through the fence now.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you.
Were you lucky you stopped right there?
I did. I didn't think this was the, what was it? Yeah. I didn't think that was the city's fence. I'm like, well, I'll go ask her in a minute.
Well, this is city parking, I think, and that's how fence is.
Right, yeah, sure.
Well, okay. This should be interesting.
You won't be able to lift it because the parking block's in the way.
Oh, I know. It'll have to be winch. I can't get back up here.
The boom.
All the way.
Okay.
They said they're going to be in a couple minutes, so you ask them.
Andy? Is it Andy that's coming?
I have no idea if Andy's that way. It's on might be Olga. I think Andy goes home early.
I thought he was in Vegas.
He might be. I seen him last week. I don't see much of him. He don't come over and quiet over there.
A few moments later.
Okay, so it ripped his inner fender out here. And that's what I was trying to pull out, but it's just not. It's not as easy to get out of there as what you would think. And he's ran over that, so it's making some weird noises. There's the post that it's up under.
Okay, see if it'll come forward a little bit.
There you go. Excellent. So this is your inner fender.
Yeah.
I was really worried about that pole. We didn't get it up high enough. I figured it would just break down your gas tank.
Yeah.
But I guess it probably already did.
So it's minimal damage, I believe.
Yeah.
So we'll get those off the rest of the way. We've got gloves and stuff that we can cut. So
Perfect.
it's
Too important, are they?
it's your inner fender and
Yeah, they just basically are more of a sound test.
right,
Right.
and then it keeps like stuff from getting
Oh,
up
yeah.
into those areas.
Yeah, I got it.
If you take it to the dealer,
Yeah.
they'll be able to
it's
either
not a
buy
problem.
new ones or put those back on.
Yeah.
So it's not it won't affect the function.
No, I don't think so. And,
Yeah.
I thought the bumper was going to come off.
no, but yeah, my damage is fairly
Yeah, it's minimal.
considering that's all I got.
That was intense.
Yes. Yes, it was. I think we had a little bit of pressure, but
That was a lot.
wasn't it?
So, oh lordy. Someone's about to be run over.
Oh my goodness. You can't make this stuff up. So oh my goodness. So the car we're laughing, guys, because that guy was like the coolest of the cool, like cucumber cool. He you know, his car's hanging off a 6-foot cliff over here, and he's like, you know, it's okay. It'll be all right. It's not really a big deal at all. Nobody's hurt.
Which is 100% true, but that is the opposite of what people usually behave.
It's usually us telling people, you know, these same things that he's telling us. It's usually us trying to reassure our customers. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't you even worry about it. Your car could fall off of that 6-foot cliff and roll into 6 lanes of traffic, but it's okay. Don't you even worry about it. And then I'm like, guys, I'm having trouble with this one. You know, my truck's 2 foot in the air in the front end, and I'm pulling, I'm giving it my all, and I'm like, all right, you know, I'm gonna lower my boom, get my truck stabilized. This is becoming a really hard pull, and I need to get my bearings together here and figure out what's going on. So, you know, I'm thinking, all right, you know, this is a front wheel drive car. He has got to, the emergency brake has got to be set. That's the only reason that it's giving me this much trouble, because I done lifted it, made sure the pole wasn't slicing into his gas tank. I had it up high enough where it should have took all the pressure off of it. I've pulled it to where I've got the back tires are getting ready to come over that, and I'm like, all right, the emergency brakes. Sir, do you have the emergency brake set? Yeah, you know, it may be on. Not really sure. It may be on. And before I could even get it all out of my mouth, I'm like, well, okay, we need to get that off of there, and we really need to be careful with letting the emergency brake off, because it's got a fair amount of pressure on it, and it might. And before I could even get that out, he's in the car, and he's releasing the emergency brake, and I'm like, here we go. So I'm holding on to the door, he's holding on to me. Like, we probably should have left that emergency brake kind of set a little bit. I didn't want you to just totally release it, and I wanted to try to get my bearings. Maybe we should let a little pressure off and then but yeah, I couldn't even get all that out of my mouth, and I had no idea that's what I thought. He was just reaching to check to see if it was on, but he released it from standing outside the car.
Oh my goodness.
And then, like I said, I'm holding on the door, he's holding on to me. We take a ride, it comes out of there like slingshot engaged off of Talladega Nights or something coming up out of there. And then he's still super calm about it. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, okay, that emergency brake really does a good job. And like, we just got slingshotted through the parking lot, holding on to a car
And each other.
You know, that was a really good emergency brake. Anyway, guys, the dangers of the job. You know, it's just like our our giant bus that we were loading up earlier. We were still goofing off and laughing about that, you know. It's like we've got this ginormous Greyhound bus that's on this trailer that's about to turn over, and what's the worst thing that could happen? The worst thing that can happen is it takes off, it runs over the tractor, it comes down into the parking lot, 6 lanes of traffic, ends up in the basement of Westgate or Titanic. And the mediocre thing would be it just falls over on its side with him in it. I don't know. Kristen's always like,
worst case scenario, what is the absolute worst thing that happen? I have to square myself with that first. What is the absolute worst thing that can happen? And then I'm like, okay. Yeah. We'll
backpedal from there.
Yeah.
So the absolute worst thing is this Greyhound bus is going to be in the basement of the Titanic. The mediocre thing is it's going to be on its side. And the best case is we're going to get this sucker loaded up. And we're going to be okay. Yeah. Kind of like that. Yeah. Worst case, that thing's slingshotting out of there. We're going to end up in somebody's hotel room. It's going to be out of there, though. I don't know. Yeah, we try to be safe, guys, but sometimes you just don't know what people are going to do. You don't know what's going through their minds. So I need to get better with just...
You're so nice. You're so nice. I'm the one that's like, sir, step back. I need you to get away.
I'm going to need you to step back, sir. Sir, please get out of your vehicle. I don't want to be that. I'm the tow truck guy. That's like...
I know.
That's like police things.
I know.
Sir, I'm going to need you to step away from your vehicle.
I don't know. Maybe it sounds better coming from me because like I can like ask nicely.
Yeah, I always feel like they're going to think I'm being rude with them, or I'm trying to boss them around.
Never trying to be rude or boss anybody around.
Just trying to keep you guys safe.
Yeah.
Sir, do not hit that button, sir.
Was it an electronic parking brake?
If you remove that parking brake, we're all going to die, sir. Get away from the car. Do not put it in neutral.
Oh, goodness. Was it an electronic or was it a center console one? Or
yeah, it was a foot
one.
He's up there. He's just like, boop. I'm just going to pop the button. Whew. This sucker's coming up at watch. Hold on. Anyway, enough of that stuff. I gotta get back to work. Comment down below. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got one of the teenagers run their car off the road. Doesn't look. Seems to be stuck on that side, I guess.
Good morning,
man. His engine ain't even turning over, so.
Okay.
All right. How y'all doing? Good?
Good, man.
Good.
His engine isn't even turning over. What does that have to do with the
car that is?
It's interesting. What happened? This got some pretty significant damage. Lower quarter there in this wheel. So, I'll get to the service center. Okay, so I had a mild panic attack when Jeff pulled it out and there was oil everywhere. So, I think so.
Yeah.
It's bad.
He didn't just go into the ditch right here. He traveled the ditch for a while. That's a good thing about these frosty mornings is you can see tire tracks. And oh goodness. Her car was parked here, so I didn't get all that covered. Okay, so that driveway there on the other side of that pine tree, you see the 2 tire tracks. And then he's hit that rock right there. And then traveled over this way and hit this rock and this sign as well. And then ended up here. And he's destroyed his oil pan in the process. So I'll see if I can get that swept up and over to the repair center. He went in between those 2 big pine trees right there. You can see his tire tracks.
Oh yeah, that rock right there did
He hit 2 rocks.
Wow. It was a bunch. Like the core support's pushed in, I don't know, about a foot. There's the oil pan's mashed in about 8 inches. And to look at that, you know, pulling up on the scene, we thought, well, gosh, what, you know, why is he even off the road? It doesn't look like he's hung up. Looks like maybe the car had died and he just pulled off because it wasn't like a deep ditch or anything like that. That's just where it come to rest.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the ditch because it was in the ditch. He'd slid from way back. Yeah, those are some huge boulders back there that ended up being the bad thing, but busted that tire, mashed in the core support, destroyed the oil pan, and then slid down slightly off the road.
I think it was 2 tires. That front wheel is just that will never hold air again.
Pushed back. I think the control arm of the lower engine cradle's bent. It's really bad stuff. Like a flat tire is the least of its worries.
Yeah. And you know, usually we're like, when people run off the road, we're like, you know, the underside of your car, it's built to kind of withstand some stuff, you know, but not that much stuff, I don't think.
And you guys watch the channel. I would say 95% of the things that we pull out of these crazy, ridiculous ditches they drive them home, back to their home state. And never really slightly have an issue. But this one, man, he must have been a little late for school. And
This is hard.
either that or just took that corner just a little too fast.
But that's what happens. I remember cold, frosty mornings, pulling into the parking lot 2 minutes before class started.
Yes, it's definitely one of those cold, frosty mornings.
His poor mom, she said, "Ma'am, I haven't even had coffee yet." Oh goodness, she was not prepared for that this morning.
Woo. Early mornings. Early mornings coupled with late nights are bad for everything.